Hello, Internet! This is HyperSonicSpeedGrov, the Grov as in the Pokémon Grovyle, and bear with me for a second here. We've got some intro to sit through. As you can see, this game is EarthBound, the war against Gygas. But here is the much better title screen. I think it looks better, sounds better, and fits the game better. I don't personally think that other screen fits the game very well. But this one, I feel it fits. And if you stay here for a little bit, you will come across a demo, but I don't want to spoil too much, so let's head on ahead, I guess. I always pick file 2 because I like the number 2. Please select text speed. I'll go with fast. I'll go with mono sound. And here we get to choose which style of windows we prefer. Now, sadly, we can't pick 10, but we do have the options of plain, mint, strawberry, banana, and peanut. And I always go with mint, so I'm gonna go with it now. Here we have to name a couple of people. Please name him. There are some default characters, and we can switch between capital and lowercase. But what I'm more interested in are the don't care options. Now these are a couple of default names, but they cycle through and some of them can be quite interesting. So I'll cycle through those quite quickly. Ness, Alec, Roger, Will, Brian, Tyler, Lane. But I'll be going with Ness. I'll be going with the default names mostly. Name her too. Paula, Nancy, Sky, Paige, Marie, Holly, Jane, and Paul. Name your friend. His name is Jeff, Dan, Henry, Isaac, Ralph, Sean, Rob, or just Jeff. Name another friend. His name is Pooh, Kato, Kai, Omar, Ramen, Aziz, or Lado. But I'll be going with Pooh, which is a quite humorous name. Name your pet. He goes by King, Peach, Sparky, Rex, Baby, Rover, or Misty. But I'll be going with King. Favorite homemade food? Steak, pie, pasta, cake, eggs, bread, salmon. I will be going with pasta because I personally prefer it over steak. What's your favorite thing? Rockin', hammer, love, gifts, slime, gaming, boxing. I'll be going with rockin', as it's too good not to pick. Are you sure? Now I'm going to say yes, but you don't have to go with the default names. Part of the fun is making it however you want it. The year is 1990X. Won it! A small town in Eagle Land. Ness's house. So we gain control of Ness in this dark room after he hears a crash. Now if you press the A button, a couple of things pop up. We can talk to, who are you talking to? We can check, no problem here, and we can have goods, equip, and status. All we have in goods right now is an ATM card, and equipping, we can't really equip anything right now. But status, there are a few stats, and there are a few down below as well. HP stands for hit points, and that's how much health you have, and that decreases as you take damage. If you reach 0, then that character will be down, and if there's only one character and you're down, you'll get a game over. PP, or psychic points, stands for psychic points, and that's how much energy you have magic power-wise. So the more psychic abilities you use, the lower that gets until you can't use any more. Offense is how much damage you deal, and defense is how much damage you take. The higher the defense, the less damage you take. Speed is who moves first in a battle, but there's a little bit of randomization added to it. Guts increases the probability of getting a smash hit in battle, which we'll explain later, but it also gives you the probability of surviving on 1 HP. Vitality and IQ roughly correlate to HP and PP, so it's Vitality times 15 equals your current health, and IQ times 5 is your current PP. Luck is evading attacks, and that's all we need to know for now. We can move around and hit B or select to see your money and health status, I guess. You can hit L to either talk to or check, depending on whatever the situation is, and it can be very useful. Heading into the hallway, the house lights up, and we can head into this room to talk to our sister. Hey bro, did the sound wake you up? Were you freaked out? What I'm looking for is this present in the back of her room. If we check this, Ness can open up the present, and there is a cracked bat inside. Ness takes it. If we go into our goods, you can see this cracked bat, and if you use help, the option help on any of these items, you can see some help. Cracked bat. Ness can equip this weapon. So if you try to use the cracked bat, it tells you that it can be equipped. So if you go into equip and choose weapon, you can see that the cracked bat will increase your offense, which we definitely want for the enemies that are soon to come up. Heading downstairs, we can talk to Ness's mother. What was that noise? Ness, you don't seem scared. Are you nuts? And now you want to go check it out? Oh, okay. You'll sneak out of your room anyway, even if I asked you not to. At least change out of your jammies before you go. Now we're in actual person clothes, and if you didn't want to change out of your jammies, just don't talk to the mom for now. But I personally prefer the look of Ness in daytime clothes. If we talk to the dog, King, besides humans, dogs also sleep at night. Why aren't you asleep? And we can head out the door. Still nighttime here, so we can head outside and talk to a couple of people. I want to return home, but the road is closed. People are taking this meteorite situation too seriously. Checking the sign, south to the suburbs of Wonnet. And yes, it is Wonnet, because it's the number 1. Talk to some police. Wonnet police are infamous for closing roads if something is going on. We are going for the world record, and I have discovered that I have the world record for not being able to read. Don't panic, it's just a, what? Meteorite that, who? Fell. I just want to, what? Go home. Part of the fun of this game is just talking to people and reading their funny dialogue. Did you hear the Big Bang? I think a meteorite landed nearby. I want to be the first to see it, okay? I'm going to try to be the first to get there. No problem here. I was wondering if the mailbox would show anything like whose house it is, but guess not. This police officer says, "Don't you know what time it is? Get your butt home pronto." And if we head down this path, we can encounter some more police officers. A meteorite has landed, the sharks are running wild in town, you kids are wandering around, and I'm hungry. I hate my job. It's dangerous to go to the hilltop. Even if I advise you not to go, it won't stop you, will it? You can continue to encounter more police officers. Hey you, don't you know what time it is? Yes, I do know what time it is. It's nighttime. We can grab this present which contains a bread roll inside. Bread rolls are an item that will, as the help screen says, Recover about 30 HP. It says about because it's not always 30, it can just roughly 30. If we read this sign, it says, Treasure Hunter, this is the Liar X Adrate's house. If we talk to him, hey Ness, hiya buddy. A meteorite fell down and went boom, it was a real mess for a while. I was fine because I always eat garlic and work out to help make my body stronger. However, the weaker citizens probably fainted. I also want to tell you, whoops, I almost told you about my, by the way Ness, did you check my billboard? I wrote the message myself. That's my real job, you know, I'm a billboard guy. Why don't you check out my work? Well, we already did, liar, and we're going to want to remember him for later. That meteorite looks different than usual. It's strange and marvelous, as well as mysterious. Ooh. Talking to this person. Well, if he'll stop running. Hey, Ness. Don't be rubbernecking. You're getting in the cops. Oops. I mean, officer's way. You can go home now. Tomorrow, I, Pokey, will tell you more about the strange meteorite. I'm fine here, but you're bugging the officers. Nice timing, Ness. Will you do something about Pokey? He's driving me nuts. Are you two friends? Not to my knowledge. You're not friends, but aren't you neighbors? Come on, help me out here. If we do tell him that we are friends with Pokey, he will say, and you live in the house next to his. I see. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, get out of my way. Clear out, of way out, get my. Whoops, my mistake. I meant, get out of my way. Shh. Shh. That's all that guy says, and we can't really do anything about Pokey for now, so the only thing we can really do is head home. Oh, wrong way. Once we reach the path back to the couple of houses, we will find that, drumroll please, our mom is standing outside the door waiting for us. Welcome home, Ness. It's not necessary to talk about it tonight. It's late, scoot off to bed now. If we say no, oh Ness, you don't understand the importance of good night's sleep. So we have to say yes and actually go to bed. Later that night, we are woken up again, by this time possibly the most annoying knocking possible. Someone's knocking at the door. What an annoying knock. Couldn't have said it better myself. If we talk to our mother, my land, who could be knocking at the door at this time of night? Would you answer it? So we go and check the knock. Of course it's Pokey. Hey, look, listen to what I've got to say. When I took Pokey to the place where the meteorite landed... Oh, good evening, ma'am. You're looking lovely as usual. Anyway, as I was saying, the police that were guarding the meteorite landing left suddenly to deal with the sharks. You know, the sharks. They're the local ruffians, and they were really going wild. Suddenly, I noticed that Pokey was gone. I blame the cops. It certainly wasn't my fault at all. When my dad gets back, I know I'm gonna get it. You're my bestest friend. Won't you help me find Pokey? Pokey is Pokey's brother, just for some context. If we say no, if you refuse me, I'll say something that'll cut you like a knife. Will you come with me? No. Okay, I won't say anything to hurt you. Will you please come with me? And he repeats this dialogue if you keep saying no, so we're forced to say yes. Okay, good buddy, let's blow this popsicle stand. Before we go, why don't you say goodbye to your mom? Don't you agree, ma'am? I know that the dog is unreliable, but you should take King along. The cracked bat in Tracy's room could help out at a time like this. No matter what anyone says, you're a courageous, strong boy. You're my very own natural-born fighter. You'll go far. Remember to go for it. But I think you should change out of your jammies before you leave. So now we know what we have to do. Head along with this jerk to find his brother by searching wherever we can. We might as well take the dog because he's not very reliable, but he can help. And he has no choice. King joins you, and if we talk to Pokey, alright, you go out in front, and I'll follow at a safe distance. Let's get going. Pokey joins you. If we head for the door, the phone starts ringing, so we might as well go answer it. Ness, answer the phone. Hello, it's your dad. Work to exhaustion when you're young. Have you ever heard of a weird saying like this? Just remember, I'm always behind you 100%. Don't be afraid. I know that you're brave. You can do it. Don't forget to call me periodically during your adventure. I can make a record of your progress when you call me. Oh yeah, I deposited $30 into your bank account. Do you have your ATM card? Withdraw your money from any cash machine and buy whatever you need. Good luck, my boy. I feel like such a hero. What? Well, the father of a hero, at least. Wahaha! Slam! Beep! I like to imagine that he's actually saying slam, and then hanging up the phone. As you can see, there are a couple of creatures over here, and we can fight one of them. This is the Spiteful Crow. Now we have a couple of options here. Bash is our standard attack, PSI is magic, but we don't have any at the moment. Defend will guard and have your character take less damage, and goods will go into your items. Auto fight will have the game automatically fight for you, and I will almost never use this option. And run away gives you a chance of running away and escaping the battle. I'm just going to bash for now on the Spiteful Crow, which can peck at your eyes. And as you can see, King is dealing good damage, but Pokey doesn't help much. Spiteful Crow can dodge a lot of your attacks, and he can steal your items. So he's not the best enemy to encounter. He keeps avoiding my attacks. This is not the best case scenario. As you can see, that was a smash attack, dealing more damage. And Ness gained a couple of experience. Spiteful Crows will always give you cookies, which are useful because you can use them to replenish your health when coming up against this next enemy, which is the Coil Snake. Now, the enemies are random, so you don't always encounter one specific one of them, but the three main ones you can encounter are the Spiteful Crow, the Coil Snake, and one more I'm sure we'll encounter eventually. Ness leveled up to level 2, offense went up by 1, maximum HP by 2, PP by 2, and Ness realized the power of a Life Up A. I'm going to go into Status, and press the A button for PSI info. It's not an offense, it's not an assist, or other, it's in Recovery. And it restores 100 HP to one person, but it costs 5 PP. So I'm not going to use it now. I don't think we'll need to at the moment if we play this very carefully. No, I can fight this crow. Got pretty unlucky last time, but I'm pretty sure I can make it. Pecked at your eyes. Okay, yeah, might die. We'll eat this bread roll. Well, I collapsed. Ness lost the battle. This area of the game is pretty easy to lose, so we can see the game over screen. Ness, looks like you got your head handed to you. So, how's about giving it another shot? Ness decided to return after summoning all the courage and energy he had. Good luck. And this will just put us right here, where we are PP-less. So let's talk to our mom. You're hungry already? Why don't you have some pasta? Pokey, you don't like pasta, do you? Too bad! I always thought that was funny. Although I don't know if Ness should be eating this late into the night. Heading back, I really want to avoid these Spiteful Crows, so a trick you can do is just walking away. If you walk off the screen and then come back, there's a chance the enemy will be gone, although it's not always effective, and if we try to head down this way... Hey Ness, so are you just gonna wander around wherever you please? Don't you think we should focus on getting picky, huh? As you can see, this is another enemy, the... believe it is the Runaway Dog. Runaway Dog, yep. They make a loud, piercing howl a lot of the time, which doesn't do anything, and they give quite a bit of XP, so these are the enemies you'll want to see. On the other hand, you don't want to see those Spiteful Crows, because they do quite a bit of damage. This section of the game is fairly difficult, because you don't have much to do at your disposal. And as you can see, the swirl at the beginning of the battle was green, and that is something we'll go over later, but it gave me a chance for a surprise opening attack. So I'm just going to run away, which, when you have a surprise opening attack, you have a very high chance to run away, and you can see we can avoid a couple of enemies doing this. Heading down, we can fight a Coil Snake, although, as I said, the enemy placement will be random, and you won't always have to fight a Coil Snake. in this section of the game. Pokey used Ness as a shield. He is very unhelpful, but Ness did get a smash! So that will take care of that coil snake. Heading back to where we found the meteorite, we can get interrupted in the middle of our sentence by a runaway dog. But as I said, these are the least threatening of the 3 enemies, I would say. Just due to the fact that they always howl and don't attack much. Case in point. We can continue onwards, and we can always check how much XP we need till the next level by going to the status. So this runaway dog should give us a good chance of leveling up. Pokey is complaining and King is barking, but sometimes he does do good damage with these charging forward attacks. That is why it's good to take him, because he'll help you in this very early section of the game. Ness leveled up to level 3, his offense went up by 2, Guts by 1, Vitality by 1, IQ by 1, maximum HP by 13, maximum PP by 3. We can head back to talk to Lie or Exaggerate. Hey Ness, I was too busy to investigate, but I heard a child's voice on the hilltop. I'm a busy man, but when I do a job, I do it well. I'm a man's man. We'll have to take his word for it. I trust him completely as an honest person. Wow. King is really pulling his weight here, which is not normally how it works. He's normally helpful, but not the best. But right now, he's not doing a bad job. You can see someone up there, so let's head past where the cops were blocking and check out that meteorite. Oh, woof! If I knew this was going to be such a scary place, I wouldn't have come along. I'm out of here. So King flees. And we can talk to Picky. What? Oh! You woke me up. Pokey, I've been looking all over for you. You see, Pokey got scared and ran away. Well, I'm glad that you're okay at least. Let's go home now. I bet Mom and Dad are worried sick about us. Geez, sometimes I wonder which one of us is the real big brother. And Picky joins our group. He'll help a little bit against enemies, but he isn't the best. Ness, do you hear a buzzing that sounds like a bee flying around? No, I don't right now. Oh, come on, you must hear it. A bee I am. Not. I'm from 10 years in the future. And in the future, all is devastation. Gygus, the universal cosmic destroyer, sent all to the horror of eternal darkness. However, you must listen. Where I am from, there is a well-known legend that has been handed down from ancient times. It says when the chosen boy reaches the point, he will find the light. The passing of time will shatter the nightmare rock and will reveal the path of light. You see, it is my opinion that you are that boy, Ness. This I believe. Gygus' monstrous plan must have been set in motion somewhere on Earth. If you start to confront the enemy immediately, you may have time to counter the evil intentions of Gygus. 3 things are of the utmost importance: wisdom, courage, and friendship. The legends from the ancient times tell of 3 boys and a girl who defeat Gygus. I will tell you more later. Go now, and do not be anxious about the future. You have much work to do, Ness. Did you listen to what I told you? Yes. Thank you for listening to my long story. You are as exceptional as I expected you to be. So, Buzz joins our party. Ness, it looks like you're really in a lot of trouble this time. 3 boys, you said? I'm not one of those 3, am I? 'Cause I'm not into this kind of thing at all. Jeez, my heart is almost pounding right out of my chest. So, Pokey is ever reluctant, but we do get a new member to our group. Yes, we do get a new member to our group. And Buzz Buzz is quite powerful, as we will see. I always try to turn right there, but I realize that it is not the correct way to go. Well, at least we've got Picky, and we can get Pokey off our tail now. It's been a long time, Buzz Buzz. You've been successful at foiling Master Giygas's plans, but Buzz Buzz, you must now surrender. You're no longer a hero, but just a useless insect. I'll stomp you hard. Now this is our first boss fight against the Starman Jr. Now we're going to attack him, and Buzz Buzz tries PSI Shield Sigma. Ness's body was protected, Pokey's body was protected, and Picky's body was protected by the Psychic Shield, along with Buzz Buzz. As you can see, Picky is attacking, but Pokey doesn't help at all. Starman Jr. tries PSI Fire Beta, which disappears due to the Psychic Shields. Buzz Buzz is very helpful, dealing 110 damage and sending shields to protect us from these fire attacks. This boss fight isn't very difficult because Buzz Buzz is practically carrying the team with psychic shields and attacks, as Picky just chants a magic spell and we do minimal damage. The fire beta that the Starman keeps sending out disappears due to the psychic shield, and he can't do much otherwise, so he will eventually go down. You won! Ness gained 16 experience, which didn't level us up. Whew, I was taking a big chance there. He came from 10 years in the future to kill me, so we can't relax yet. From now on, you'll be fighting enemies sent by Giygas, as well as humans who have evil thoughts. They'll definitely make trouble during your adventure. Animals are also becoming violent due to Giygas' influence over the evil in their minds. It is the truth, so listen. So now we head back to this house, which is Pokey's house. If we talk to this man, I'm really sorry that my kids troubled you so much. Both of you are really gonna get it now. When they run upstairs. You can hear that, which is slightly terrifying, but by the way, I would be happy if you left sometime soon. I'm tired of your family living next door. We've loaned your father a lot of money. It may have been $100,000 or more. Well, I guess it really could have been less, but because of the loan, my family and I now live in poverty. My husband is much too lenient with the children. Oh well, nice guys finish last. That's the story of our life. Aye! I think it's a dung beetle. I'll smash your guts out. And she hit Buzz Buzz to the floor. We go talk to him. Ah! I was much weaker than I thought. So you must now begin your adventure. See, you. Oh, I just remembered. Listen to my final words. To defeat Giygas, your own power must unite with the Earth's. The Earth will then channel your power and multiply it. There are 8 points that you must visit. Make these places your own. Each of these locations is your sanctuary. One of them is near Wonnet. It is called Giant Step. Go there first. Do you understand? Yes. Alright. You are a very intelligent young man. And... oh, the pain. Everything is getting dark. Ugh. Before I pass on, I want to give you something. It is the Sound Stone. You can record the melodies from the 8 your sanctuary locations into this stone. It is an awesome item. By the way, I'm almost gone, but did you want to hear the story one more time? No. Good. It's already dawn outside, but it doesn't matter to me. I'm fading fast. Ah! Ness got the Sound Stone. And Buzz Buzz is gone. Poor guy. Let us all take a moment to appreciate him and how he would repeat his final words for an indefinite amount of time, even though he is about to die. Thank you, Buzz Buzz. If we head outside... it's daytime, and there's a lot to do, but we can save that for the next episode. first I wanted to show that if you go to certain locations, this will happen. Picture is taken instantaneously. I'm a photographic genius if I do say so myself. Okay, get ready for an instant memory. Look at the camera. Ready? Say Fuzzy Pickles. Wow, what a great photograph. It will always bring back the fondest of memories. What I wanted to point out is that if you go inside, you can save the game using the phone. Ness picked up the receiver. Call Dad. Ness, it's your dad. I deposited $46 into your bank account. Taking away what you've spent, you should now have $76 in the bank. Well, experience to get to the next level. Ness, 10. Anyway, what do you need from me? Record. All done. Your dear-old dad was also thinking about haying the hay for the night. I have created a record of your adventure to this point. Good night, sleep tight. And I'm going to continue just because I don't want to have to turn off the game. Ness, you like to work hard, just like your mother. But I don't think it's too good to work too hard. Click. Beep beep beep. Now is the end of the episode because we've made it into daytime. We've finished off the very beginning of the game. We've explained a couple of the stats, and in the next episode, we can explore Run It. So, this has been HyperSonicSpeedGrov. I'm really enjoying this, and I hope you are, and I'll see you in the next episode.